Now, I know what you're thinking. Tom's decided to come out today in his pyjamas, and I apologise. However, needs must, for we're doing something a little bit different today. It's shooting season, and it's well underway. And part of the joy of shooting season is not just the actual shooting of the quarry, but also the eating of it. So, too many people are, as far as I'm concerned, frightened of trying game as a perfectly legitimate way of cooking. So, I've come here today to help alleviate things by getting a little tutorial from the best possible place in London to cook and eat game. Welcome to the Connaught Hotel. We're now inside the Connaught Hotel, and if you were to ask me what my favourite part of the hotel was, I would probably tell you it is this. It is the Connaught Grill, and we're here with Ramiro Lafuente, who is the executive chef. Lovely to see you.
Nice to meet you.
And the reason why we're here is because you are, at this time of year, changing up the menu a bit. It is obviously shooting season, and game is now very much a thing that is being supplied to the best butchers all around the world, and you decided to incorporate game into the menu. So can I just ask, just from the start, as a chef who thinks a lot about your sourcing of your meats and so forth, what do you look for in terms of sourcing game, which is an unusual thing to have on the menu?
So we usually, over here at the Connaught Grill, we usually try to source all our ingredients from local suppliers. And actually our meat is coming usually from a supplier that is sourcing from Scotland, or from Yorkshire.
Is that because that you having tried a lot of it, that's where you consider the best?
Yes.
Yeah. And what is different for you about approaching game as an item to put on the menu? Obviously, flavour profile is different, and perhaps even the way of cooking it needs to be different. So what do you find the challenges are with cooking game?
Well, the meat is not an easy meat to work with, because you need to have some experience behind. Sometimes it becomes a little bit challenging as well, because the people used to cook it a little bit too much. You need to be careful with the temperature as well, because sometimes it might become a little bit dry. So the temperature is quite key for the game. So
is it a matter of cooking it slower usually than something like, for example, beef, lamb, chicken, the things you usually have here at the grill? Like, this is obviously a similar meat, but different in its own way, it has its own properties.
Yeah, I mean, you need to know a little bit the kind of meat that you cooking, because, for example, the shoulder or the legs is usually used more for slow cook or for braising, and the fillets need to be quickly pan sealed, kind of.
Yeah.
Because to keep a little bit the moisture and the juicy from the meat. And
you're all set up here at the grill for any of that, though, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. And when you have, for example, the shooting season, and you're getting sort of the supplies and stuff, obviously, sustainability is a big part of why people talk about eating more game. Do you agree with that? Is that something that you think is something that people should do more of?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, game meat is very related to sustainability as well. It's locally sourced, it have a very less footprint impact. What else? It's all about the season, so it's always linked together with sustainability.
And tell me about what actually is going to be on the menu for this period of time.
At the moment, we have like a tasting menu of game. We try to incorporate a little bit game protein in all the dishes. We starting with a little pie canapé. We follow with a foie gras tartelette. We going with a rabbit terrine. The middle courses will be like a squab, and we finish with a pigeon. Okay. And after we have a cheese course, and we have a fig dessert.
You say you have venison on the menu as well?
Yes.
Yeah, because venison, I know, people are talking a lot more about eating more of that, because it's, especially after COVID, there's a lot of deer,
Yeah.
I believe, out there, so it's a good thing to be eating. And so what are we going to be doing today?
Today I prepare something simple, a little bit.
I need simple things.
It's one of my favorite techniques, kind of, is to open a pigeon spatchcock or crab pudding,
Yep.
how I most common to say it. And after we're gonna grill it, because obviously over here at the Connaught Grill we try to grill as much as possible all our dishes, and we're gonna give you to try. And on top of, we're gonna give you the selection of knives for you to choose, and I'm looking forward to see if you enjoy it.
Right, let's have a go. Things have got flamey already. We are scorching off the feathers of this pigeon. Now, while we do this, could you tell me where this pigeon is from? Because this is not a London city pigeon, is it? This is slightly different.
This is from, usually the supplier sourced it from Yorkshire.
From Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Terrific. And what do you like about wood pigeon as a source of meat? What do you like about it for cooking?
What I most like is a delicate bird as well, very strong flavor.
Yeah.
And I like it to grill it because it's absorbed quite a lot the smokies from the charcoal and from the wood.
Is it good at picking up the smoke flavour? That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we cut down. Are we cutting it along the side of the breastbones or along the middle?
I cut first the skin all over.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just need to hold a little bit the neck bone over here.
Got it.
And after, basically, you have two sides, the right and the left. Me, I usually start by the left, and you go just under the skin, in between the skin and the bones.
Like that?
Yeah. You have a little bone on the side.
Yeah, I noticed that. So that goes on. Okay, fine. Okay.
This is how you usually do? When you do it
When
yourself?
I do it, well, I've got to be honest. This is the first time I've ever done pigeon. When I've spatchcocked a chicken, it's usually, as you say, cutting with scissors to get rid of the spine and then just press it down. So I think what you're trying to tell me is that's the wrong way of doing it.
No, not at all, not at all. I like to do it this way as well because as well you use all the little bones for the sauce and for the stocks.
Yeah. I see.
Because this is one of the parts that I really like as well of cooking the game, is to use all the little trimmings to do the stocks.
Nothing going to waste then.
No.
Yeah.
So as soon as you have more or less half, you start with the other side. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So how long have you been at the Connaught Grill?
At the Connaught I've been 7 years, I think I'm doing this year. And the Connaught Grill, I think it's been open now like 3 years.
Yeah.
Because we have it open before COVID, but while it was the COVID, it was closed, and after it was taking a little bit of time to reopen it.
Yeah.
So I think it's now more or less like 3 years.
What attracted to you as a concept for a restaurant? What do you like about it?
It's very seasonal. It's quite funny, quite funny as well because we grill almost everything. It's a small restaurant as well. We have the open kitchen. You have the contact with the guest.
Yeah.
So it's interesting as well. It's quite easy because we only do Monday to Friday. We only open for dinners.
Yeah.
And after Saturday, Sunday, we do lunch and dinner. And because it's a grill restaurant, we're celebrating as well the Sunday roast.
Yeah.
That is quite good.
Now this bone here, is this staying on the outside or am I cutting round it?
So now you have the joint with the wing. You have the middle part that is here, is connected. You see?
Yeah. Okay.
You just need to find the little articulation there.
Okay, fine. Let's see if I find the articulation. Do you find people are being more adventurous with their meat and how they're eating?
Game meats is always a little bit more tricky.
Yeah, game's a tough one, but obviously you decided it was a good thing to try.
Yeah, definitely. It's something very seasonal. We are in UK as well, that the people like the game usually.
Yeah.
So it was the perfect concept to have it over here. I think this one is the third season that we are doing this menu,
Yeah.
and it's always very well received as well.
Okay, that's good.
How are you doing with your pigeon?
I actually don't know. I think okay. It, as you say, it is delicate, isn't it? You know, it does.
Yeah.
Although with chicken, you get, you know, it's quite a hard thing to be sort of pressing. You can carve it and move it around, but this feels.
Yeah, but it's also quite pleasant when you eat it like this, that you have everything clean. It's like
That's
the
true.
fish that you have no bones, no
Oh,
nothing.
look at that.
And we didn't finish, eh? We're gonna remove a little bit more the wings and the little legs.
Okay.
And for me, the pigeon is really take a nice taste. The skin of the pigeon when you grill it, I really like the flavor.
Yeah. So how does pigeon skin taste? You know, people obviously like the skin of a chicken. But
Quite similar, maybe a little bit more strong flavors, because it have a little bit more fat, I believe. So that is the positive thing as well, that everything that is have a good content of fat when you use it, the charcoal or the grill,
yeah.
is really get a lot of perform.
Okay. Okay, so obviously you said that pigeon has a gamey flavour as it is. So when it comes to seasoning and adding your own flavours, what do you do?
Usually we only season with salt, pepper, olive oil, and you grill it directly. Like this is a little bit more plain flavor, and you can taste a little bit better the smokiness.
Yeah.
But the recipe that we're doing today, that is from Chef Jan George, we season it a little bit with a mix of spices that is cinnamon, star anise, and cardamom.
Okay.
Slightly, is just to give a little bit different taste. Sorry, we put a little bit of oil. We put the spicy slightly, yeah.
Yeah.
And after we put the salt. Oil. We do the little massage. And we will cook it directly.
Yeah. Okay. So how quickly does it cook?
It's straightforward, more or less it's around 2 minutes, something like this. We just need to caramelize nicely the skin to give a nice flavor.
Yeah.
And after slowly start cooking the breast, and we will leave it to rest.
Yes.
And after we can finish a little bit on the salamander just to give a little bit more cooking to reach the right temperature, and it's ready to go.
Great.
But as well as you see, during service we cover it everything with the charcoal and the wood, and it's reach a good temperature as well. Even sometimes we put the wood on the back, so it's carry on giving a little bit more flavor to it. Yes.
It's a lot of there's a lot of heat in this kitchen.
Yeah.
Done.
No, it will need a little bit like 10 minutes rest.
Yeah.
And as well, usually we leave it over here because it needs to carry on maintaining a little bit the temperature before we send it over. You know that the resting for the meat is quite important.
Very important, yeah.
Yeah. So we leave it over here to rest it if we have enough time. If not, we will put it on the side just to hold it.
Is pigeon like chicken in that it needs to be cooked through?
No.
Ah, interesting.
No. This one you serve it a little bit more like duck. It will be even a little bit less temperature than the duck.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will say like we can stop the cooking around 36 degrees, 36, 38 in the middle of the breast, and after when it's rested, go over like around 6, 8 degrees.
Yeah.
So it will be like around 45, something like this, the temperature.
So would you say this is When it comes to game, is this the easiest of the game meats, or maybe venison? Because
maybe venison
like
is a little bit more similar to the beef.
Yeah.
Yes. But the venison as well, if you don't control properly the temperature, is really become very dry and a little bit more chewy.
Because it's tough, isn't it, as
Yes.
a meat?
So is, as we was discussing in the interview, is the temperature is quite key and you need to control it properly.
Yeah.
But you see, it start becoming a little bit more gray. You don't want to fully cook it because if not, it's become chewy and dry. So with the timing of resting, it will be perfect. We see the skin that is become a little bit more caramelized as well.
Okay, now I'm going to ask cooking questions here. People talk about Maynard and the idea, the taste of grilling, the taste of basically burnt skin or meat. How do you see that as a kind of flavour profile, and how in terms of getting that flavour into the menu? Because ultimately, when people hear the word grill, they expect that. So tell me your feelings around that.
I mean, this is, for me, is what is give the flavor to the meat as well. It's quite important and you need to do it right as well. You cannot have the black part that is the lines that you can see in the steak is becoming like a little bit more bitter. So you need to know how to grill it correctly. Is the process. You cannot put it directly in the grill when it's red fire kind of.
Yeah.
So you need to go progressively. And yeah, it's a little bit about the coloration is what is give a little bit the taste. I think with that. Me and how I grow cooking, my uncles have a restaurant, and when I was 16 I was always giving them a hand during summer. So I started creating over there like a little passion. I was helping it at the beginning in front of house. And after, when I get used to know a little bit the chef, because it was at all times as well, the character of the chef there was a little bit more rude, I started having a good relationship with him and he was showing me his tricks and everything. And after I finished the school and I started studying the hospitality, the chef career. I've been traveling a lot. I've been working in Barcelona. I think I spent 4 years over there. After I was in Madrid, I spent 1 year, and after I moved to Paris. I was working in Paris for 4 years, and after I arrived over here in London. That is my 7th year over here at the Connaught. I'm very happy.
Grilling as a sort of Spanish, is it a Spanish way of cooking at all? Is it part of the national?
It's a little bit more from the País Basque. In the País Basque and in Asturias, they have this kind of meat that is Galician beef that is very rich on flavor as well. Usually over there is some kind of restaurant that they call it sidrerías, that they grill all the meat, and it's like an experience. It's very traditional food because usually it's closed menus. You have a starter, a salad, and after you have a steak that you share it around the table.
Got it, okay.
So this is the base of the stock that we just need to reduce it a little bit, and we will add a little bit of butter at the end. And this one is just butter.
Butter.
That we throw the
radishes.
Yeah, the turnip. It's very simple dish. Because as well as the flavor is quite delicate from the squash, it's also good to don't give a very strong garnish to it. Okay, this is ready.
Okay, before I start eating, one of the reasons that I love the Connaught Grill is something they have done that is seemingly very simple but wildly effective, which is that as well as obviously their food menu, they have a knife menu. So the cutting of meat, one of the most important parts of it, of course, is having a really good sharp knife. Is that right?
Yeah.
And here is a kind of curated set of knives that people can choose for when they order their steak.
Yeah, definitely. When we were serving the main course, usually for the meat, we give the guests the option to choose into the different knives that we have at the Connaught, and also now for this game menu, as we are running a collaboration with Paddy, we have this special edition that they bought for us.
Yes, I feel bad because obviously I'm eschewing the traditional knife menu from the Connaught in exchange for what I can only assume is a bayonet from Purdy. It's very beautiful. It's enormous and incredibly sharp because, as you were saying, Purdy are collaborating with the Connaught on this particular game menu. And so we have here beautiful oak stock handles that are, I mean, it's a really beautiful piece of kit and goes alongside all this, and I imagine will deal with this pigeon rather beautifully. Shall I have a go?
Please, enjoy.
So. I've always thought, never eat on camera, it's never dignified. But I'm delighted. This is very good.
The cooking is perfect, yeah.
I was skeptical, and obviously I think because of the way chicken is dealt with, we are taught never to eat poultry or birds without it being fully cooked. Obviously duck is a different thing, but this is absolutely exceptional, and I love that it's got that kind of pinkiness and the sort of rare gamey taste that comes with that.
And you can feel a little bit the smokiness from the skin as well, no?
Yeah, and well, yes, exactly. That sort of crisp and also smoky. It's lovely. So, ladies and gents, eat more game. Whether this is at home, as you can see here, it's very simple. I mean, I made a hash of it probably in comparison to you. So I think that come here and follow your lead and try the game menu. But either way, have more game. I'm going to finish this when the camera goes off. But this is, I think, a really superb collaboration between Purdy and the Connaught, the idea of getting people to eat more game. We are talking about it a lot more these days, a beautiful, sustainable British supply of food that is always overlooked in comparison to sort of battery farmed foods. And I think that we need to make better decisions. And as it turns out, making that decision is actually quite simple and straightforward to cook. And even a dummy like me can do it.